Hello students, this session is on diary entry. I came to know you that many of you were not able to write the composition. I understand it is new to you and simple PDF would not have helped you much. So I am making an attempt to make you understand how to go on with the topic. Children, diary entry is a piece of writing, you can say, where you record your memorable experiences, pleasant as well as unpleasant ones, or some incidents in the form of a diary page. Many of you must be, or maybe a few must be, maintaining a personal diary in which you write your dreams, wishes, or the pleasant and unpleasant experiences. So, while writing a diary entry, or those who are maintaining a diary, a personal diary, you're free to express. You don't mind the word limits, you don't mind the language, actually, you are pouring down your feelings. As per your syllabus, your diary entry is related to the chapters of the course book, that is literature. And when we take it up as a writing part in English, there is a particular format that is to be followed. So starting with the format, we will move on to the topic as it has to be taken for your class. The first and the foremost thing while writing a diary is, or a diary entry is, to put the date and time. This date, time is according to the time, date and day when you are writing a particular diary page. As you can see within the box, day is Saturday, then date and then time. They come in this order only: day, date and time. According to your question, you can give a suitable heading as well to the diary entry by leaving a line after time. If you don't want it, that can be avoided, but in case you have a heading or a title, a suitable most appropriate one, you may put it in the middle after the date, leaving a line, after the time, leaving one line, and start writing the content, the main content, once again leaving a line. That is, first will come day, then date, then time, then leave a line, give us heading in the middle, again leave a line and start your diary entry. As your diary entry is based on the chapters of the course book, children, you need to be thoroughly aware of the story, the content part of the chapter, because you are one of the character as per the question given to you, and being the character of the story, you have to put the incident in your own words. However, to begin with this topic, you may take the help of the sentences which are given in the book. I'll be teaching you the question which has been given you as a homework, the A part, how to extract the lines and the sentences from the chapter. So the foremost thing is day, date, time, then leave a line, put a heading there, again leave a line and start the content. The content is written in a paragraph form. Next, we end the diary entry by putting up the name of the person who is writing that diary. You can also put your signatures, not your signature, of the person's signature. And then finally, we place the content part within the box. As the word limit of this question is 4 marks for your class, so approximately 8 to 10 lines are enough for this, and the word limit, you can say, it is 60 to 80 words. So let's begin with the question. I hope you are clear with what is diary entry. Diary entry is actually entering or making an entry of your feelings, of your emotions, of your dreams, of your wishes in a diary or on a diary page. So here goes the question. You are Yannick. This is chapter 1 of your book. You are Yannick. You were very hurt when your cousin Amandine shouted at you. Write your feelings as a diary entry, in a diary entry form. Now, children, if you can recall the story, Yannick was a boy, was a cousin of Amandine, and they had a restaurant kind of place where a famous painter came to have his meals. And it was a usual habit of that painter, that famous painter, to make a drawing on the tablecloth in case he liked the meal. Yannick was unaware of this. So this boy Yannick was unaware of this happening, and what did he do? He threw as a usual habit of his or routine, he took up the tablecloth after the person had left and threw it in the fireplace. Seeing this, Amandine got panic, and she pulled out the remains of the burnt tablecloth with the tongs there, and she shouted like anything on Yannick. So here we have to narrate Yannick's feeling in the form of a diary entry. As you are Yannick here, you will not use the words he, him, his. You're going to use all the first person pronouns that are used for the speaker. And who's the speaker here as per the question? You are the speaker. So you will use I, me, mine. So let's start. Today a famous person visited Uncle Bruno's restaurant. As soon as the person left, I began to clear the table. I pulled the paper tablecloth and threw it into the fire. And then what happened? Amandine saw it. She rushed there in panic and she shouted at you. So here goes the line. Suddenly, Amandine ran and retrieved the tablecloth from the fire and shouted at me. I'm really sad today. Now, children, you may see there that this particular line, I am really sad today, or Yannick was sad, that was not there in the chapter. But as you put yourself in the same situation, imagine the feeling part of the content of the incident, and you can put your own sentences as for the feelings of the incident. So this is how we can extend the content part, and we can add our own creativity to it, which will fetch you more marks. Otherwise also, which will give some authenticity. Yes, you were really the part of the incident. Also, I'm really sad today as my cousin shouted at me for no fault of mine. Why this particular thing is written? The boy Yannick in the chapter did not say this, but you can again, as I said, you can add something from your side because you are the part of that. Supposingly you were there at Yannick's place, and as per the question you are there, and somebody blames you for this. So what was the condition? The boy Yannick did not know that tablecloth had something special there. So that is why it's written for no fault of mine. So also I am sorry to have hurt the feelings of my cousin whom I love very much. I wish I had known that the famous person drew something on the tablecloth if he liked the dish. So gradually what happened after that? Uncle Bruno came to save you from Amandine's anger, and he consoled you by saying that it was no fault of yours, and the line goes like that. And finally the boy says, now I want to do something so as to make my cousin happy again. I intend to get a painting made for Uncle Bruno. Now you may be wondering why the last line is like that. The children, as you are the characters, the same character as Yannick, so you can guess, you know the story, you've already read the story. So this particular line, a concluding line could be there from your side, that I intend to get a painting made for Uncle Bruno, and then you have to sign yourself as Yannick. Why Yannick? Because according to the question, you are Yannick. Also, you can put your signature, sign yourself as Yannick here, or you may write the name. Now, I'll be teaching you how to already this before that, already this particular diary entry was given by Rakhi ma'am, so I have explained you how she extended that. Now I'll be taking up question A and will be teaching you how you can extract the lines from the book, from the chapter itself. But before you do that, children, you must be aware of the story through and through so that you don't miss the facts there. So let's take up the question. The question reads that you are the boy in the story Wild Duck, and you have to write a diary entry about your feelings when you saw the bird fell into the water, and this bird was shot by you only. So imagine or recall the state of mind of the boy. If you have not read the lesson, please read the lesson before you take up writing the diary entry, but only after the session is over. So let's start. Now this particular incident, children, covers page 11 and 12 from paragraph number 20 to paragraph number 33. So I'll be teaching you how to extract the relevant lines from the chapter itself. Though if you know the story, you can frame your own sentences, but for the beginning purpose or for starting this topic new, I'll be teaching you how to take up the lines from the chapter itself so that it can guide you for the next question. Don't open the book, children. Just focus on the pages as they can be seen on your screen, and later on you can open the book and go on with writing the diary entry. So let's start. As I told you, this particular incident is covered in from paragraph number 20 to paragraph number 33, and I'll be teaching you how to extract the lines and extend your diary entry. So here it goes. He aimed and fired. So who is this person? He stands for the boy. And as per the question, you are the boy, so you will write I aimed and fired. After writing day, date, time, if you have a suitable heading, put there in the middle of the center of the line, leaving a line after time, and then start your content. Don't write it now, just listen, and later on you will write it on your own. So I aimed and fired, and the bird, it's written that the speck plumated. You will not write this. This speck was actually the bird in the sky, which was seen like a speck because it was soaring high, so it could be seen like a dot there. So now, and the bird plumate behind the bulrushes. Now if you see, I have not taken any of the part from 21, 22 paragraph. I have directly come to paragraph number 23 because the bird fell behind the bulrushes. And what was the intention of the boy at that time? He wanted to see that bird. So you may write from your side, I wish to find it. I wish to find it. Now children, if you know the story, you before the boy was hunted the bird, he was very excited that he should be the one who will shoot the bird. So he should have been happy after shooting the bird, but that was not the case. Actually, he had a mixed kind of feeling. Because he was somewhere in his mind, it was there that he has done something wrong. That is why while paddling towards the bulrush, the boy's hand was trembling. So there goes the next line. The feeling I had was a mixed kind. My arms, paragraph number 24, my arms trembled as I pulled instead of his and he, I will be using my and I. I pulled the paddle through the black water. So that is how the incident is going on, and you are putting in your diary. So we'll move on to next page. Paragraph number 26. There was a lump floating on the water. So you can carry on further that I could notice a lump floating on the water. And what actually it was the bird, the shot bird. I could notice a lump floating on the water. It seemed to me, now these lines I'm adding from my side, it seemed to be the ragged sail of a toy boat. Next, the line goes, the boy lifted. So you will not write the boy, you will write I. I lifted the paddle and scooped it up. I lifted the paddle to the bird and or towards the bulrushes and scooped it out. Whom did you scoop out? You scooped out the bird. See, the next line says, well done, the man said. Now, who is this man? This man is father. So, you can frame a sentence of your own here. Though father gave an applaud or applauded me saying, well done, either of the expression you can use, applauded me saying, well done, I was silent. I have combined 27 and 28th paragraph, or you can say the line, not line, these are not lines, these are paragraphs only. So 27th and 28th one into one sentence. Though father applauded me saying well done, but I was silent. Next, touching its soft feathers and its thin bony neck, I was frightened. I have skipped the word, the boy looked, because it is you here, so you write I was frightened at what I had done. The duck lifted up its head. Now, why will a dying or a suffering creature give you that look? Because maybe he or it or she needs some help. So the duck lifted up its head as if asking for help. This I have added from my side. That is what I could feel this because I had put myself in the place of that boy who is hurt on shooting the bird, the innocent creature. So I could add these lines. And children, one thing I would like to point out here that this creative part, adding sentences from your own side, will come naturally to you if you read storybooks. Sometimes we can relate ourselves to the story, and those sentences or those feelings remain intact in our mind, those words remain stick to our mind, and then when in need we can use those words and expressions. Next goes the line, look, it is not dead. So I have again added something from my side. I took a sigh of relief as it was not dead. Skipping 32, the paragraph marked number 32, I'll come to 33. I picked it up, stroked its head, and brought the bird home. And finally, as I know the story ahead, so I have added line, hope I could undo the hurt I gave to it. Put exclamation marks, 2 exclamation marks, because you are too much emotional to add this part or to add this line, as it is your diary, and diary is a kind of friend where you can open up your heart and say your deepest feelings. So I have added here my deepest feeling. If I would have been that boy, hope I could undo the hurt I gave to it. And exclamations, I put 2 exclamation marks. You can also put like that, it's not wrong, especially when you are writing such kind of informal writing composition. And here, as the name of the boy is not given, so you can simply scribble any letters in cursive, or you can write the boy here. That will also do. Children, I hope you understood the way. If not, please listen to the video and watch the video as well once again, and then open your books and make an attempt to write your diary. You're free to write your own sentences, but the main content should not be missing. Keep this thing in mind. I hope I am able to help you out. If not, you can put up your queries in the Google Classroom and do the next chapter question which has been mentioned in your holidays homework. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.